Can't spend the day with you, I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go! 18 Gator. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on.
Yes, yes!
Check 53 is mine.
Here we go, out! Here we go!
From the 27, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Look, squeeze!
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 5 now. Lock. It's Hill. Complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Black 20.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Sam on.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's go.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Back that! 230. Back there. Alert. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brooks Reed able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Come on. Go. Get it.
Here's Locke. That one complete to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Locke going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On the return is Cohen. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. That is caught by Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brooks Reed picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Locke, and going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before half for Locke. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's a Nunwa. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Easy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Block now on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke. They complete it to Hill. And he's got some space here. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Stop!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing now is Locke. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Virgil Green, 27 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Newton's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this one complete to Smith. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are back within a single score. They'll try and run it up the middle. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Well, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, dude. So don't say nothing. 41 Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, 41 Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 41's coming. Hard. Watch the curl. Watch the edge. Check. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. So now here come the Lions up to go for two.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Roethlisberger. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, alert three. He's coming. Double. He's coming, double up. Big gas. You go tank. You got tank. Easy. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down.
Watch right. Target. Show that bench release and go. Hey, box truck. 65. Mark 38.
Here's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
61, matchbox lights. On the ball. 2.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Check, 41. Here we go. 41 Mike. Knock it in, Mark.
Hey!
Hey, 41 Mike.
Hey, lock it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Exit. Mike, 53. Mike. Switch. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Look at me. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good track. Switch.
Hey, high 7. Go out.
Rush in.
Squeeze.
Check hot. Share. 49. Check 49.
Deep grip.
One final try for Locke. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Lions, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know what makes posse they win. Still here, still When it was time to get it lit, we got